There was some news that people were very pissed that xQc was promoting Yakuza series.
Wait, was he?
Yeah, he got paid to play the Yakuza series.
Oh, shit.
And
I think people just hate xQc.
Well, okay, so there's that, which is fair.
Yeah.
But then people were getting very upset. They're like, why is he getting it when this other streamer who streams all the games didn't get it? And it's like, well, you just answered your question. He streams all the games. He's gonna play the whole fucking
Although
game.
I will say, I don't see xQc's immediate fan base being like, this looks like a pretty good game.
Well, he was like, there was like a clip making the rounds where he was playing the game and he didn't realize it was turn-based combat.
Yeah.
And it was like it was kind of a funny. I don't know if you can pull it. Can you pull it up? Just type in xQc.
Wait, was he playing 7 or the new one?
The new one. What's the new one
8.
called?
8.
Is it 8 or
it's Yakuza, like a dragon.
Like a dragon. Yeah, but it's type in xQc 8 turn-based.
Literally the first video is why I think xQc was an odd choice to play Yakuza 8 early.
I mean, it definitely is because I think his fan base just isn't. Yeah, like look at this. There's articles about it.
Yeah.
Like a Dragon fans not happy about xQc being used to promote.
Again, another game I need to play. I think that actually came out today as of us recording this.
Yeah.
I think the main issue I think with getting this one. Yeah, look at this one.
Holy, okay. Perfect guard. Press O on the perfect guard. I mean, I have to double.
I can't even understand what he's saying.
I'll try it again. Come on, do it.
He's got to attack because it's his turn.
Okay then.
Oh my god.
Which to be fair, I think momentarily not understanding something in a game it happens to everyone. You could for a moment you could not realize that.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of people get annoyed because it's like I guess him. Well, he doesn't really do this. Well, maybe he does. I don't watch him enough to know. But I know that his audience is pretty much not anti-weeb, but like generally make fun of a lot of anime fans, people who are kind of fans of these kind of games.
Yeah, sure.
So I think that's why it almost feels like a slap in the face
to
a lot of fans of the series. It's that like, hey, you have these people who are kind of just toxic online and hate fucking anyone who likes anime or like calls it like dumb weeb shit. Well, and it is frustrating to see that almost being rewarded.
No,
I think Yakuza, especially like the franchise, has a very much like I would say a cult.
Oh,
like
absolutely.
Very
The audience
cult
is dedicated.
Fan base. And seeing your beloved series being promoted on a completely different kind of like audience and really like different audience members with completely different values and everything. Sometimes you can get protective over your series.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that. It's kind of a little balancing act you have to do sometimes where you're like, okay, I want this thing I love to get popular.
Yeah.
But there are some points. There are some points when it gets like a bit too popular and you're like, okay.
It's like, I wanted it to be popular, not mainstream, you know?
Well, this is how I feel about anime sometimes as well, because I'm still like very anti against like gatekeeping or anything like that. I think, for example, anime getting more popular, more mainstream on the most parts, for like, it brings more positive things to the medium as a whole.
Sure.
But sometimes I see fucking how Jujutsu Kaisen fans act nowadays. I see what's happened to my beloved One Piece fan base. They were so wholesome before.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay. I'm very, very happy that these things I'm loving are getting more popular and more recognized. And then you have like the negative aspect of it.
Yeah, it's getting more popular and more recognized by people outside of the immediate fan base, which, on the positive is it creates new fans for whatever that thing is.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it also lets people who were probably never anticipating to like this thing to realize that this is a thing.
Yeah.
And then getting all pissy about it because I guess they don't like it or whatever.
I feel like anime is just now becoming very, very similar to how gaming fandom is kind of treated, where it's like, people who are into PUBG have no interaction with a Nintendo fan.
Oh, of course.
You know what I mean? And it's kind of like that, because it's like, all right, well, Jujutsu Kaisen is just pop culture at this point. It is just like one of the most well-known.
I swear, there is a new meme.
Dude, the Jujutsu Kaisen memes never end. They are just relentless. And I love it. It's great.
Yeah.
Like they're funny.
Yeah.
And I think it's kind of like that now where a lot of like anime fans are kind of struggling to kind of like come to terms with the fact that maybe their anime fandoms are kind of going to be split like similarly to how gaming kind of is.
Yeah, I think eventually, if it hasn't already happened, well, it's already happened with the big franchises, like obviously, you have the One Piece fans only interacting usually with just the One Piece fandom and like creating these smaller echo chambers, I guess, of like fan bases, which, 5-10 years ago when I was starting off, like there was nothing
Well,
like
yeah, 'cause
that.
you
Like,
could be like, oh, are you watching this?
Yeah.
Whereas I feel like the public zeitgeist of like Jujutsu Kaisen fans, I don't even think they know what a free ren is. Like a lot of them. But I also think that like there is this weird genre of anime fans who think that other, like if they watch like a show like Jujutsu Kaisen or these kind of very, very, very triple A shonen titles, they still think that like something like free ren is weeb shit.
yeah.
They're like, that's fucking gross weeb shit. I'm gonna go watch Jujutsu Kaisen now where the panda uses the sorcery magic. You know what I mean? It's kind of bizarre. Like it's kind of, I have seen the sentiment.
There are so many anime
online.
fans
It's so
like that
weird.
caliber now that just think that anime is shonen shit, and everything else is like, as you said, it's like
strange.
it's like we are not the same.
Because
You know?
I've
Like-
legitimately seen people who are like memeing Jujutsu Kaisen, and I'm like, I like who then have no knowledge of what like a free ren or a Puck 3 Diaries is.
Yeah.
Which is so insane to me because this 5 years ago, this is just if
No.
you watched any of these shows, you knew about all the other big shows that were happening at the same time.
Absolutely.
And I think that's kind of like what's almost happening in this example is that like, but there's also multiple layers to this. Like I think a lot of people who are pissed off about X streamer or X content creator getting a sponsorship to X game or watch along X game, X games. Oh god, like this one, it's like okay, but I'm not defending him because I don't care, but from the perspective of like how these ad agencies work and how these deals work, a lot of the times. Whoever publishes Like a Dragon or whatever will just go to a big ad agency and be like, find me a bunch of creators who are going to play my game. Here's the budget. Just go and find as many.
Yeah.
And then there's agents. So now the agents are vying. So there's probably like
multiple layers. Yeah.
It's not like the Like a Dragon creators went, we want X. I mean, that does happen though. That
Yeah.
can happen.
Yeah. That can happen.
Yeah.
It's very rare though that does happen.
Yeah.
What probably happened is that there was budget flying around. Some agent managed to convince some agency, and then that's how it ended up happening.
Yep. For sure.
And I think people are mad, and I think that's fair. I think it's that there is some justification to being mad that some content creators get to.
Hey, it's fine. The game is out now.
It's out,
If
yeah.
you don't want to watch X stream,
But then
you
it's
can just play
also,
it.
but then it's also dumb as fuck because you can also just not watch.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like I don't. Yeah, like again, like I get why people are angry at this, but at the same time, it's like it's not like this kind of content is being like thrown in your face where you have it's where it's like TV and it's unavoidable.
Yeah.
You know, like you can choose just not to watch this stream.
Oh, also, I think as this article points out, one of the things people were very annoyed about is that he had been very negative towards these types of games in the past.
Right.
Which I think
So it's a little contradictory.
it's kind of insulting,
Yeah.
to fans who, which I think that's completely valid.
Yeah, I think so.
it's being annoyed about this in that context is very annoying, especially if he has called them trash, which this article is claiming.
Yeah. Also, I want to give a quick shout out while we're on that topic of the fact that my friend is in this game.
Oh yeah,
Sophie.
Sophie's in it, right?
Oh shit.
You can date Sophie in the game.
Oh shit.
Also, I think is Kason in this one too? Is it?
No,
it's the other one,
Kason
right?
was in the
Sorry.
other one. Yeah.
She's in this one too.
She's I think she's in there's a bar portion of the game.
Yeah, right. She's one of the.
was it this game? I thought it was the previous one.
Dude, there's so many Yakuza.
There is, yeah.
I mean, there's like 10 now, isn't
Yeah,
there?
what's confusing is that haven't they released like 2 or 3 different games now in the space of like
Yeah.
a very short period
Yeah.
of time?
Yeah.
How am I
Well, they've
keeping-
done remakes of old
Yeah,
games
what
as
the
well.
fuck? I'm trying to keep track, and I
Yeah.
don't know. Kayson's in one of them, and I'm like, which one are you in, Kayson?
Yeah.
So Kayson's in in the previous one, guys.
The seven
Okay,
Gaiden,
okay.
right? Yeah.
And she's also in this one as like a character in the game.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
She's like one of the. Is it like a Kabakura or
Yeah,
something? Kind
like-
of. Okay. Which is so fucking funny. That's so
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
She's like an actual character in this one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
so fucking
because Sophie
cool.
is in this one, but it's like actually a picture of Sophie.
Yeah,
like,
I saw
in
it.
real
It's
life.
like a-
it's a dating app, like
Right.
part of the game, and one of the girls you can date on the dating app is literally just a picture of my friend
That's so
Sophie,
fucking funny.
which is really funny.
so
So,
fucking
good on
cool.
you, Soph.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Again, like, dude, JRPG fans are eating so well in February because we have P3R, we have Yakuza 8, we got fucking Grand Blue, we got Final Fantasy 7. God, when does it end? I don't have time to play all these games, bro.
You actually do not. You
Yeah.
you actually
Yeah.
don't.
But I
have-
will find the time
You'll
to
have
do
the
it.
time in the entirety of 2024.
The year, yeah.
Yeah.
This is why, like, man, it's stressful being a gaming fan now because like everyone's arguing at each other. Like, you got to play this, you didn't play this game. It's like I only have so many hours in this.
Anime fans are like,
yeah.
first time.
I'm trying to be a JRPG fan, and I'm trying to be a gaming fan. I'm trying to be a film fan. I'm trying to be.
Now you know why JRPG fans are literally just JRPG.
Just JRPG
No,
fans.
like, that's just why, and it's like it feels impossible now to be multifaceted in media and like being
Oh,
able
totally.
to enjoy multiple media.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm trying my best to be all of the above.
Yeah, because
I go to the movies like every week as well, and I still feel like I'm behind on movies.
You don't want
which
to, but you don't want to spread yourself out too thin. Right?
yeah.
Just
Just do what you enjoy. you
Yeah.
know? That's what
Fuck
entertainment.
the zeitgeist.
should be. Fuck keeping up with whatever
Yeah.
is current.
I had this like
Yeah.
epiphany where I was like, no, I think I'm actually a gaming addict. I think I can't stop gaming. Like I think I'm genuinely addicted to gaming. It's all I want to do in my free time.
That's fair. All I want to do is listen to music.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
I just want to watch anime. That's
We are same but different.
Yeah.
we're same but different.